What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with our next war recap video. This is the war that we had against Clan Ecuador, the one you saw probably from I think it was from the game plan video and from the uh, live attack video. So you've seen a couple of these bases already. Hopefully you enjoy the attacks because I'm telling you guys, I've got a lot of attacks to show you. I went through these attacks and just one after the other, I found myself writing them down. And the next thing you know, I had a long list and I thought, oh man, this is going to be a long video. So I won't waste much of your time. I will get right to it. But I will give them the respect of showing what they did to our bases because they use the vast majority of their attacks. A lot of 2-stars. We really thought this war was going to be a little closer than it actually ended up being. Partially, I think, because we had a really strong performance, and partially just they struggled with 3-star on our bases, more so than we thought they would. They did have a Town Hall 10 advantage, so at the start of the war, we really weren't opening up any Town Hall 10 attacks for 3-stars. Hindsight, could have opened it up much earlier, let our guys go for 3. We did end up getting a few, which you'll see one of, but probably could have got a few more had we opened it up sooner. So probably our bad on that. Most of the Town Hall 9s clean up. We did have a few at the bottom here, strangely enough, that did not. One was a 1-star, but it was a 99% 1-star. Just one of those deals where towards the end, you sort of had attacks slotted off for certain bases, and it just came up a little bit short, but very close to cleaning all those up. And some amazing Town Hall 9 attacks. You guys are going to love some of these. I've heard some gripes lately about all I'm seeing is go-ho. I don't know if the guy's been reading the comments or what, but there is all kinds of crazy stuff this war. You're going to love it. First thing we're going to do is check out a Town Hall 9 because they had a big Town Hall 10 advantage. A Town Hall 9 Noah stepping up and taking a 2-star on an anti-3-star base Town Hall 10. So this I loved. Drops a few giants up top here. Look at this army composition down low here, just while I'm talking this out. A few giants and a few wizards. That's just going to create the funnel on that side. And then he attempts to do the same thing on the bottom here, but Tesla does pop and sort of messes up that right there, but does get a little bit of a break in the trash building, so he does have a bit of a funnel created there. Now he's going to drop his queen, and boom, 6 healers on that queen. When you're a Town Hall 9 dealing with Town Hall 10 defenses like Noah is here, stuff's going to go down quick. Look down here on the right side. King goes down with 2 healers on it in the CC. So he brought 8 healers to this attack. King's going around. Queen's going to do her little walk and just going to start racking up percentage points and also creating this epic funnel right into the Town Hall. If you'll notice down there at the bottom, he's got 4 wall breakers. Obviously, when the queen makes her way down there far enough, he's just going to push right in to that Town Hall area. You see he drops a few hogs here. He did have several hogs for this raid, a few hogs and a heal, just letting them take out some of these defenses that are sort of really raining in on his king and that little mini kill squad he's got going on there. Meanwhile, the queen's still doing her thing. She gets a little bit low on health, but finally gets out of range of that expo, and she gets brought right back up, so that's nice. You see the king's about to be petered out here. He's getting all the way around almost to the top. Queen's almost made her way down to where he wants to make entry, and then at the top he is going to send in a few moments the rest of his hogs. You see he's only used that 1 heal spell. I mean, he's got 3 spells left, plus the poison. Just letting the troops do the work here. Right here, perfect timing, perfect placement. Wall breakers come in, open that up, and the queen steps right into the pocket. Perfect. She's going to get on that Town Hall really quickly, drops a rage for her, and uses her ability once she locks onto that Town Hall. So boom, it goes down really quick. You'll see the last few hogs coming up top here, drops a nice little heal for him. That's just going to clear out a little more area where he can drop some troops. You see the wizard going down up there. He can grab a few more percentage points. But right here, boom, already at the 2-star. If you can, when these guys do these anti-3-star bases, Town Hall 9s can 2-star them. You might have to get a little creative like this. I mean, you're probably not just going to powerhouse through it because most of the time they're set up, pretty trap heavy, almost luring you, baiting you to do that. So you might have to get a little bit creative, but it is definitely possible, and it frees up a Town Hall 10 attack. That's the bottom line, is that it frees them up for an attack later if they need to help out with Town Hall 9s, or maybe they can go for a 3-star on a Town Hall 10 because it's already been 2-starred, all of that stuff. So really nice by Noah. I thought that was just a really fun attack to watch. Good job, man. All right, let's drop down a couple here and look at Wanderers, a new member to OneHive. Welcome, man. Grabbing a 3-star towards the end of the war, which was really nice. Again, I wish we had opened it up a little quicker. Probably would have had a few more 3-stars to show you guys, but no big deal. We're just playing it safe. Again, we thought it was going to be a little bit closer than it was. Right here, Golem's going down. A few wall breakers just opening everything up. Wizards create that funnel. You see the king sort of working his way around, taking out a few collectors there. Queen's working her way in. Right there, the defensive queen. You see a giant bomb already going off. The defensive queen is locked onto that golem. A few balloons up here, really wreaking some havoc on his balloons because all he has is that one wizard. And I'm not even sure if it's targeting those balloons yet. Maybe it is now. But it was really getting a lot of bomb drops off there. Really kind of made me nervous about the stacks. First time I watched it, I thought, man, it doesn't seem to be going real well at the start of it. But it just sort of works itself out. Right there, the king's still making ground. I guess maybe those balloons were having a hard time keeping up with him. Then right here, the queen goes down finally. But pretty good section of the base taken out, and 2 air defenses obviously get taken out. Both Inferno Towers left up, though, and they are level 3, so he has to really be careful. Good thing is he's got those 2 freeze spells, and that core is really tight, really clumped up. So when he starts dropping these freeze spells in just a moment, he gets a tremendous value. Perfect job, rage right on top of it. Second freeze goes down, and both of those freezes he's getting. On the first one, he's getting Inferno Tower, X-Bow, and 2 Teslas. On the second one, he got the Inferno Tower and 2 Teslas. So pausing that much damage for a while, really big. Love the placement of the poison in the core there, just to get some of those skeleton traps out of the way. And then right here, as the lava hound finally busts, some of those some of those lava pups also get taken out there. Right here, the lava pups are going to actually do him a favor and bust his last remaining lava hound right there for him, just so he has a few extra cleanup troops. Not that he actually needed them, but did make things go a little bit quicker. Very nice attack wonder. All right, moving along. Let's look at some Town Hall 9s here. Also, Rhett did crush a Town Hall 10 too. It was nice, but it was just sort of a lower base, but very nice attack to him, so shout out to Rhett. Black Magic, taking on set. We haven't seen Black Magic in a while. He took out their top Town Hall 9 for us. Really nice attack. I like this up here. Drops a golem on that cannon and then just boom, balloon right on top of it. Going to take it out real quickly and just sort of you can't really call it a 1-for-1 because it had a tank, but probably could have done that 1-for-1 because that archer tower was the only thing in range. Probably would have got 2 drops off because he could drop it right on top of it. But golems start moving in. Obviously, your wizards create your big old funnel, which is nice to see. That third golem right up the middle, followed by the queen. And then a few really nice wall breakers here that open up that first compartment. I don't know that he had to have those because with the new jump spell, you could probably move that up a little bit towards that builder hut and air defense and connect the whole way through because he really wants to get to that queen, which he does here. Wallbreaker is probably better safe than sorry. Love how the queen is out there, drops that rage right on there. Really did a nice job of clearing everything out of the way so the queen engages that dragon very quickly. It goes down. You see the king getting all the way into the core, locks onto that defensive queen. He's got a few skeletons that pop there, but really nice. Black Magic dropped the poison spell right on it, so that freed the king up. Turn around and smack that queen, take her out. Starts his surgical at the bottom here. One other little nitpicky thing, he dropped his giants, and then it was a little bit late on his hogs on the right side. Really didn't get a lot for that giant, but again, that's nitpicky. First giant bomb goes off, drops a nice heal for him, and then just sort of finishes his hogs out, moving a little bit counterclockwise in the base there. He has another heal spell left for him, so he's being nice and patient with it. You see the queen actually staying up for a few more moments, helping out. Finally goes down to that Expo, but now he's got a pretty good hold on the defenses and drops that last heal spell for the last little group that's left. It could have been a little bit farther over, or either direction probably would have been a little better, but it did work out. He has the last few defenses to take care of, only 1 point defense left, so no big deal. Right there it goes down. Got a nice spread on his cleanup troops. Wizards down low opposite the hogs, which is always nice to see. Always drop those wizards opposite where your hogs are going to finish so they can help clean up away from them because your hogs are your best cleanup troop. Good job, Black Magic. All right. Let's look at Hold My Beer. So I had someone saying, where's Hold My Beer? He's still killing it. Don't worry. Has a nice little attack here with a, miniature queen walk, I'll call it. It was a nice queen walk, but it wasn't huge or anything. Does get quite a bit for it. Unfortunately, as the queen gets into range of that air defense, things kind of go bad for the queen walk portion of it. Queen stays alive, but the healers go down, just sort of circumstantial. You'll see right here. I notice people when on their queen walks, just a tip for you guys, they always sort of started around an army camp, that large space army camp. Taking it down really helps you direct your queen which way you want to go, as opposed to, say, a storage or a collector or something like that. The extra tile really lets you sort of direct her away from that direction. When you take that out, there's a bigger gap than a normal building there. So remember that when you're sort of planning your queen walk. Army camps are kind of nice for that. She comes all the way over here. Finally, the queen gets almost where she's going to take out that air defense, and you think, okay, the air defense will go down here in just a moment, and then the healers will be okay. But right here, the skeletons pop. The CC, she finally gets in range when he uses this ability. The CC troops start coming out, so he's going to have to use it. But, you know, just sort of like I said, the queen had done a pretty good job. Just didn't get as much as he could have, I guess, for those 3 healers. But that's going to happen sometimes. Right there, the CC troops go down. Queen ability is already used. She's going to take out a few more defenses. The right side there where he sort of created his funnel, pushed the golems in. All that went perfectly. Wall breakers open everything up, and then that jump spell to let them right across the gap there into that queen's compartment. So look at the section of this base that's already taken out here. Really nice, 40% of the base, and a lot of the defenses that are left are not in good spots as far as like giant bomb possibilities, all that stuff. Maybe just a scotch early on his hogs because they did cross that path. Fortunately, there was no giant bombs there, and then he just completes his surgical on the backside, drops a heal for him in that little cluster of defenses, and you see the wizard's already working on cleanup, working around the base there. The queen's still up. She's taking out some stuff. The king's still up. I think he's got a golemite or 2, and the core still up doing some tanking. Double giant bombs didn't go off there, but he had a heal for that last little group of hogs that was split off, and then the poison for the skeletons remaining, and that's that cleanup time. Again, those wizards have been well underway, taking out a lot of structures. Gets Hold My Beer to 3-star. Really nice attack, man. I think Hold My Beer had a 6-star war as well. So good job. All right, check this one out. You guys are going to love this. Armando, another pretty new member to OneHive, really doing a nice job, Armando. I guess this is possibly the modern version of a holo. I don't know, maybe you could call it that. Look at the army composition down here: 16 loons, 18 hogs, 2 witches. I believe he's got a golem in the CC and had 3 haste spells. He's already dropped a couple of them here, but watch what he does here. Sort of the front end, like old school holo type stuff, just starts picking apart these defenses that are exposed that don't have good air coverage. See, this guy's air coverage is really heavily weighted to one side. Just goes right in, and those haste spells just propel them in so quickly that even though they're all in range of some sort of air coverage, not air defense but air coverage, they get there and get the job done. Take out several defenses on the front end already. And then I love this. Look at this hog going in, just sprinkling that little hog in, going in, triggering a giant bomb, and then also getting the CC lure finished off. So really, really nice start to this raid. Really creative way to use the haste spells. You wouldn't think about using those most of the time outside of a Gola loon, but Armando used it for a holo. So very, very nice. Drops that golem, that CC down. Already has the queen sort of out here. The skeleton's tanking for the dragon. Queen's working on it. It's going to go down here in just a few moments. Balloons sort of get over to the side and get on that golem, which is not the best, but a few wizards help out and take it out there. You see it's already busted into golemites, but Armando has also already started his surgical part of this hog attack. A few hogs on the side there with a jump right on that expo, and air defense. The hogs are going to be there for a while. Go ahead and give them a heal, keep them up, and then everything starts working its way in. Really nice jump spell to get the king into that queen. Just beautiful. He knows where that last bomb is. Right there, that first little group of hogs is sort of a sacrificial group. Takes out the second double giant bomb set and then places a heal over the last one. Everything's down, cleanup time. Just a beautiful attack. Again, something very creative, very different. Love watching stuff like that. Possibly, like I said, a new version, modern version of Holo Wee Wee. So very good, Armando. All right, one more. I told you I had a bunch of attacks for you guys. I was done. I sort of wrapped it up, but I saw this one. I couldn't resist showing it. I knew you guys were really going to like it. Again, another base where they sort of had an offset on their air defense. A lot of them over to the side, not really squared off like a lot of bases where you'll see. So Rokos is going to take advantage of that. A few golems go down, wizards to create the funnel. And look here, I think he brought, what was it? I forgot to look. I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 or 6 witches. So really witch heavy. And I've talked to some people about this lately, about how they can be better than golems sometimes if there's not a lot of splash damage. And look where Roku come in. There really is not. There was one mortar there. It's already down. And so his goal here is to get in there, take out all these air defenses. I love how he came out on the bottom here with this one stray air defense. And not only that, he's taken out a spot with 2 wizard towers. So drops that heal for his few hogs there, takes out that air defense and a few wizard towers. You'll see right here the king's on the last air defense. Now to the back side of this base, wide open to that massive balloons that he's got. Just start spreading them out, a few balloons for each defensive building. His kill squad with all those witches still has those skeletons going in, still doing tanking for him. Just beautiful attack. Look at this. Balloons just, I mean, it's like that commercial. Balloons just coming across the landscape, just absolutely crushing everything in their path. Oh, I don't know why. I just love this attack. Very, very, very nice attack, I think. Good job, Roku. We'll start to fast forward here because everything's down. It is just a matter of cleanup. He's got loons to help out. His queen's still up. He's got a few witches still up. Wizards are going around. Just crushed it. Good job, buddy. All right. Whew. That was a long one, but it was a fun one. I think this is really one of our best performances we've had in a while. I mean, everybody just really brought solid attacks. I mean, top to bottom, really no exception. So good job to everybody at OneHive. Good war to Ecuador. It was fun, even though it didn't end up being real close. It was a fun war. We did enjoy, they had good bases. They didn't have bad bases. They had high-level bases, things like that. So hope they enjoyed it as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, Jake from OneHive reminding you all to suck less.